Hello horror fans, here we go again with another one of my random videos about my horror collections. This one as always dedicated to YouTube users Jerry's boyfriend and Toppercat. I know they're big horror movie fans and like posting about their collection, so anyway, this time I thought we'd go through some of my DVD box sets I've got in my collection. So, first up, start with one of the good classics, Friday the 13th. Now this has got the first 8 films on here that were released by Paramount Pictures. Nice way of collecting all the films in one place. My only bugbear is that obviously these are the cut US theatrical versions. They do contain the extra gore scenes from some of the films as an extra on the bonus disc, but apart from that they're cut. If you want to see the uncut version of Part 1 you'll have to buy the UK disc from Warner Brothers, but yeah, apart from that very nice. Only thing was, they didn't bother with the original theatrical artwork for the sleeves, which I thought was a bit of a letdown, but you know, apart from that it's a nice box set, good interviews with the cast and crew of the various films, so yep. This one, another classic, The Exorcist. It's got the first 3 movies plus the 2 different versions of the prequel film that came out the other year. There's the one by Paul Schrader and the one by Rennie Harlin. The 2 prequel films, they're different as opposed to being better or worse. The version of The Exorcist on here, that's actually the theatrical version. The Exorcist 2, that's actually the director's version. It's got the alternate ending where Richard Burton's character actually lives at the end, which is rather surprising considering he just had a house drop on him, but yeah, apart from that it's not a bad box set. Exorcist 2 is crap anyway, so I don't pay too much attention to that film. But yeah, nice box set to have in your collection. If you want to see the alternate version of The Exorcist, the director's cut or whatever it's called, you have to buy that separately, because as I say, that's a theatrical version on there, but anyway. Now this one, Nightmare on Elm Street. Get that the right way up. As I say, nice way of collecting all the films up to Part 7 on there. Only thing is, they used the cut US theatrical versions on here. I know in the UK the original video version was uncut, and the American videos of I think it was 4 and 5 were uncut as well, but for some strange reason they've reverted to all the cut versions on here, which I think is a bit of a letdown. Apart from that, it's a nice set to have. Good interviews with the cast and crew and stuff like that. There's also some music videos on here from the various films. The biggest bugbear though is that they didn't include the music videos to, I think it was Vinnie Vincent's Invasion, who did Love Kills for Part 4, nor is the video from Part 5 on here by Romeo's daughter, Heaven in the Backseat. But apart from that, nice way of collecting all the discs in one set. Yeah, I just wish they'd get round to releasing all the uncut versions. I know the original Elm Street film has been re-released again in America in another special edition, but I don't know whether it's the cut R-rated version or the unrated version. If you want to see that, you'll have to buy the old US video, which was on the CBS Fox label, but they're very hard to come by now. Anyway, another old classic, Phantasm. This is the UK DVD box set from Anchor Bay UK. Nice, let's say, very nice packaging here. This one was also available in like a giant silver ball, like one of his killer balls that he has, but I went for the digipacks. It sits nicer on the shelf, to be honest with you. Yeah, nice set of films if you haven't seen them. I know they were bigger in America than what they were in the UK. The only thing I'll say was I wasn't too impressed with Phantasm 4. That was a bit of a letdown compared to the other 3, but anyway, very good box set to get if you want to see all the films. Special edition version 2 with deleted scenes and stuff. Now this, the Hammer House of Horror. Now, not sure how many people stateside are aware of this, but back in, I think it was the early 80s, Hammer Pictures did a series of TV, movies called the Hammer House of Horror. These haven't been seen in years. Well, they're now out on DVD and nice little box sets, all the TV movies on here, which is quite nice. Yeah, 4-disc set. It's got Peter Cushing's in one of them. I think Diana Dawes is on one. There's a few other people. Let's see. Oh yeah, Denham Elliott, Brian Cox all guest star in some of these things. Sort of like a precursor to Tales from the Crypt, if you like. But it's a nice little anthology set to have. Now this one, I think everyone should own a copy of this box set. This is Dawn of the Dead. It's got the US theatrical version, the George Romero's extended director's cut version, and the European version on here. There's a great set of extras on here, international trailers and making of documentaries and interviews with the cast and crew. Very nice set, comes in a very nice fold out sleeve. Whoops, there's no disc here. But yeah, again, nice way of seeing all the different versions in one place. I think you can pick this one up quite cheaply now, so have a hunt around at Amazon.com and some of the other DVD sites. Hellraiser, another classic series of films. It's got the first 3 movies on here. It doesn't have part 4 or any of the later ones, but some might consider that a blessing because they all sort of went downhill after then. Yeah, again, like the other box sets, comes in a digipack thing, interviews with the cast and crew and trailers and that sort of stuff. Nice one to have. Now this is one of my older box sets. This is the first Alien box set, which has got the first 4 films on there. It's not the new quadrilogy one, which has got other extras and alternate versions. But as I say, I kind of like this one, so I'm going to hang on to this. I have got the quadrilogy one, but I've got it on screen DVDs. I was sent them to review from a website, so although they don't come in a box, I can't be bothered to get rid of them and buy another box set. So I'm going to stick with this and keep the screeners for the other version, I think. Alright, now here we come to another nice little one. This is The Book of the Dead by Anchor Bay. This is the US version, I think. Yeah, US version. It's actually a DVD case. There we go. But it's shaped to look like the Necronomicon from the Evil Dead movies. But sits very nicely on the old bookshelf. Freaks out visitors when they come round. Now these are the old Anchor Bay tins that they released in America for a while. Again, I got this because it was a special edition version, which wasn't available in the UK. You can get the film in the UK as a special edition version, but not in the tin. And I thought this was a nice little thing to have. Comes with a nice load of cards and books and things. Very cool movie, very good follow-up to The Evil Dead. Okay, another tin. This is The Beyond by Lucio Fulci, the guy that brought us the Zombie Flesh Eaters. Again, this one was heavily censored in the UK for a good long while. This is the uncut US version, limited edition tin, which again, look in here, comes with a nice set of reproduction poster cards. Bit bulky though to sit on the old DVD shelf, but it's an interesting conversation piece. Wasn't any dearer than a normal DVD, which was kind of interesting. Now this is a good way of seeing all the old classic Universal films in one place. We have here the Dracula Legacy Collection box set. This has got the original Dracula with Bela Lugosi and also the Spanish version that was filmed on the same set at the same time. It's also got all the old sequels on here, like Dracula's Daughter and Son of Dracula. The crossover film House of Dracula is on here, but it hasn't got the follow-up House of Frankenstein. That's the one thing with these films. If you want to see the complete lineage, you've got to buy all the other box sets as well, which is a bit of a con. But yeah, it's let's say nice classic oldie, good way of collecting all the Dracula movies in one place again. Next one, Frankenstein. Now this has got most of the Frankenstein films on here, but it hasn't got Frankenstein versus the Wolfman. Obviously it's got House of Frankenstein, which comes after House of Dracula, so to see it in order you'd have to get the Dracula box set as well as this one, and to see Frankenstein versus the Wolfman you have to get the Wolfman box set. So a nice way of Universal getting you to buy all their box sets, just to put all the films on different discs, but there we go. But yeah, it's got all the original Boris Karloff ones on here, plus the ones that Glenn Strange did.